Hi, I'm Nancy Prince, and I have a newly released book from AQS called Thread Painting with Style. And obviously, by the title of the book, I do thread painting. And because I use a lot of thread, I use a lot of different ways to thread. And a lot of the students in my classes, when they come in, they're not aware that thread has weight to it. And the weight actually on the side of the thread is an arbitrary number. But it's our only way of measuring how heavy or how light a thread is. Now this one right here is a 30 weight. This particular one happens to be a silk thread. This is a very thick thread, and it's meant for any time you want the thread to really show. Like if I was doing fur on a hat, if I was thread painting, this would stand up and this would actually give me more dimension than a lesser weight thread. Now in thread, the lower the number, the thicker the thread. So when I get up to the 100 weight thread in a minute, it's going to be very, very thin. This is a 40 weight polyester thread. And this is what I use for most of the thread painting that I do. The nice thing about a polyester thread, it's got a lot of sheen to it. And here again, it's a little bit heavier thread, so it fills in faster. Also, there is metallic thread that's also a 30 weight. Now, if you're going to use a metallic thread, you need to make sure that you have a metallic needle to go with it. Now, most of you piece with cotton thread, and it generally is a 50 weight thread. It's a little bit thinner thread, and the look of a cotton thread is very, very flat as opposed to the sheen that the polyester thread has on it. This particular thread right here is a 60 weight thread. It's a very fine thread, and when I thread paint, I put that in the bottom, in my bobbin, because I don't want quite as much buildup on the thread. Also, this is great to quilt with. It gives you a nice stitch quality, and yet it doesn't build up the thread too fast. And this little guy right here is a silk thread, and if you haven't tried silk thread before, you really need to try it. This is 100 weight silk. It is very, very fine. It gives you a beautiful stitch. I also quilt with it, and also in some of the designs where I have very, very intricate areas that are very small, I use this to thread paint with because this gives me the detail that I need in the designs. So next time you go shopping for thread, I hope that you'll give the weight of the thread a little bit of consideration. Thanks, and I hope to see you in class. And please visit me at my website at www.nancyprince.com.